everyone. It is a beautiful Monday morning here in Texas, Houston, Bryan. Oh, it's just exciting. It's a wonderful day. But you guys are listening to Author Talk with me, Amy, and you know my wonderful, wonderful co-hosts, Fern and Russell, and our guest today is Elle. So everyone say, hey, how are you guys doing?
Hey.
Hi, everyone.
Exciting day, exciting day. So what fun things did we do this weekend? I know Authorology had an amazing weekend because they had their gala. So what else did everybody else do?
Seriously, you took the one thing I was going to talk about.
No,
we'll talk about it anyway.
For you to explain more on, because you are just, I know you have so much to talk about on that, and it was such an exciting time. I got to MC that, and it was fun and exciting. You guys know I'm corny and just quirky. I just embraced the whole thing. So Fern's going to tell you all about that, but I want to hear what Russell and Elle did.
What did you do, Russell? You were out in nature.
I sat by a campfire next to a lake all weekend. That's like what I would want to do.
That's what you do.
I love it.
You do.
I love
it. Yeah, I don't do nature. I'm an indoor girl.
Yeah, that's the funny. For her, Fern's version of nature is walking to the car when it's not in the garage.
Yeah, now it does live outside. So.
Hey.
Oh.
She thinks a bug is going to get her.
I hate bugs and I hate wasps. They're the worst. Oh my God, they're so aggressive and mean. It's like, really? Why? You know, what did I do? I'm just walking to my gosh darn car. You know, leave me alone.
I think there's a children's story in that
Fern
about Fern and nature. I just think there could be a very funny children's story that I may write this weekend by the lake. I don't know if Fern would publish it, but it would be a very funny short story. God, I'm inspired. You've inspired me, Fern. Fern and the Wasp. That's it.
Wow,
Fern and the Wasp. How did she get to her car?
It is a true story, and that's what makes it a horror story.
Oh, goodness. Elle, what were you going to say?
No, I was just going to say, for me, it was just a self-care, relax weekend, just time, to unwind.
I love those. Everybody needs those, especially in, the COVID times and everything that's going on. We definitely need the self-care one. So Fern, tell us all about this gala.
We had a great time. Okay, so, we all dressed up from the waist up, of course, because, it was Zoom. Mm-hmm. So we didn't have to really, I was in my pajama pants, but nobody knew that because I looked really good from here up. And I got to wear my tiara, and I was not alone in the tiara department. I was so happy that Ellen also wore her tiara, so I wasn't the only one with tiara. So that was really cool, But we had a good time. We had like a silent auction going with some awesome things. The Guild gave a free entry to our upcoming conference and a pitch session with the agent of your choice and things. And there were books. DC Gomez gave us a whole set of her books. So, that was really awesome. We just had a good time. It was fun. I cannot wait until next year when we can do it in person.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
But I won't be able to wear my jammy pants, but
Hey, we can dress them up. You can totally do that and dress them up. Got some black, pajama pants with a nice black top and some heels are good. You can totally rock it.
You didn't accidentally stand up during the gala, did you? I'm just wondering.
No.
There's a whole thing on YouTube of people that screw up during Zoom meetings. It's pretty funny.
I have good practice with when I teach my writers and the school kids. I am very aware, do not stand up. Just stay put.
You got to be well prepared. You got to have all of your stuff at the table.
I'm aware.
Oh, goodness.
If you have to stand up, you have to turn off your camera for a moment so you can take care of whatever.
This is a true statement for sure. Well, we are so excited to have Elle here with us today, and we're going to be talking to her about Women of the World Networking and her book. So I'm going to kick it on over to Fern, and she's going to take it away.
So Elle, you have a book out, Women of the World's Network, right?
Yes.
Tell me about the book. What is it about, and what inspired you to write it?
Absolutely. Yes. First of all, thank you so much, Amy, Fern, Russell. Great to meet you. And thank you so much for letting me share this morning with you, this beautiful Monday. I want to also thank Marianne for introducing me and bring me to these beautiful folks here. Very nice to meet you. And yeah, so Women of the World Network, it's actually an anthology. We have, let's see, 13 countries represented in the book, and just amazing stories from personal struggle, from the professional career, obstacles overcoming, and then immigration stories as well. And just they're very diverse, and I'm just proud to say we got #1 international bestseller in 9 countries. Nice. We got 54 categories, and I believe 15 of them #1s. So very, very excited, very proud, and just congratulations to all the co-authors who made this happen.
How did you do that? How did you get #1 in all those countries?
Yeah, we launched, and we, for the first 2 days, we just hit those countries. France, I think it's one of them is France. We have US, UK, Australia, Germany, Italy, Mexico, Spain, and Canada. And a lot of those countries are represented in the book. Sorry?
Wow. I was like, I'll go Mexico because, you know, I'm Mexican. So I do love my chilangos over there. All right. So tell me now, the book is also the name of your organization, right? That you found.
So the name of the organization is Women of the World Network. And yeah, in the book, this is the first, since it's very, very first edition, that's our website. Thank you. Yeah, it's very first edition of the book. We are working on the next one right now, but since that's our first book, we wanted to, you know, name it after Women of the World.
And it has a purple cover, which, you know, Russell has not shown yet. Russell, cover time.
He's working on it.
I'm sorry, that's my bad.
I love the cover. I love the flags on it, but I totally approve of the color choice.
Yeah, it's because you're a purple girl.
Thank you, Fern. Yes, I love it too. Yeah, and it's our logo color.
Elle, the next one has to have a dragon on it, okay? I'm just saying, you know, to make
He loves dragons. Purple and dragons is Fern. Okay, you got Fern on. Yeah.
You had me at purple, okay? So tell me about your organization. It's a membership. Mm-hmm. And I was on your website looking, and I mean, it sounds really fascinating.
Thank you.
A little bit about.
I know, it's very cool. I wish I could join it.
You're not a woman.
You can. It's open for everyone. I mean, it is Women of the World, of course.
It's awesome.
But we're open to, we welcome everyone. Well, I'm originally from Kazakhstan. I grew up in the Soviet Union. My native language is Russian. And I came here to the US in 2001, and just living here and being in corporate world. But I wanted to create something that unites, and that's Women of the World. And so it's multicultural, multinational community for ladies from different countries, really giving awareness and education, and really connecting different cultures. So we do have ladies who are newly immigrants, ladies who settled in the country and joining the group, but we also have a lot of ladies raised and born in the US who want to connect to the diverse community. So it works both ways. You know, the newcomers and ladies who, like myself, settled, been living here, want to connect and meet, of course, the local ladies, and the local ladies want to learn from the newcomers. So it works both ways. Diversity is huge angle, of course, or what we do. We have our very first meeting in Russian on April 1st. And right now we are launching international satellite.
That's awesome, by the way.
Thank you. So yeah, especially right now, right? Everything is virtual. So it's so we are working on having meetings in French, and Spanish, and we are expanding here in the US as well. So very excited, but basically everything we do is under personal growth, business growth, and diversity. But bringing awareness and connecting ladies. And we launched E-Academy as well, where a lot of the education and opportunity for members to train at the E-Academy as well.
That is really great. I mean, especially because, when you're looking at women entering into businesses themselves, entrepreneurial elements, you really do need a lot of support, guidance. And so this is a really awesome way to get that. And I was looking that, one of the things that you offer for members is a business expo. And that sounded really interesting to me. I'd love to hear more about what is that about? How does it work, your business expo?
Yeah, so we actually launched it when COVID started last year, and we started virtual, so we will continue having the virtual. We started with once a quarter, but they became so popular, so we moved them to once a month. For members, so each member gets to speak 10 minutes plus 2 minutes Q&A, and all members can sign up anytime, first come, first serve. We made them a little bit shorter. Guests are welcome as well, guest speakers, non-members, that is. There is a small fee they pay, but they're welcome to come and speak about their businesses as well. And then just guests, anyone is welcome just to come as a guest, of course. We do have an introduction part at the beginning where everyone can share about her business. So there is that part where, people still get to learn even though they are not speakers, I'm saying, but yeah. And so really business growth and business highlighting the businesses is a huge part of that and goal of that. And that falls under one of our business growth umbrellas. So that's one of our popular meetings, actually. Yeah.
So it's kind of like a really great place to network and find people who maybe do similar things or that you could maybe collaborate with.
Yeah, for sure. And we do have breakout rooms during it. We actually have 2, I believe, every time. So we have one coming up this weekend, actually, tomorrow, this month. So we have the monthly, but it's interesting how we don't select, like we don't screen the speakers, but it happens organically that the speakers and presentations are very diverse in terms of businesses that ladies represent. So it's just interesting to listen, and it's a lot of education too, like a lot of learning. Some businesses I didn't even hear about, but very diverse representation as well.
Very nice. And I also saw that you've got like an annual retreat, and I'm a big fan of retreats. So how does that work?
Yeah. We actually have one coming up in October in Hill Country, Austin.
Yeah, wine.
Yeah. We this will be our second one. So we had one last year, but we had to that was scheduled to be in San Francisco. That's where I'm based, but because of COVID, we had to do it virtual. So not sure how this year plans out, but hopefully we get to meet in person, a small group. Some of the basic classes are open for our members to attend for free, and then we have additional classes in it. And this year's theme, I believe, is dedicated to your beautiful body and new woman concept, which is one of the concepts that we promote, a concept of a new woman who is, she's confident in her own skin, she's authentic, she's unique. But the big thing I'm passionate about is really doing you, like having and following your mission, what you are born to do, without anybody putting things on you or telling you, okay, this is what needs to be done. Or so she knows herself, and that's a big one. So that's kind of the theme for the retreat that we are having. Yeah, I'm very excited. It's going to be fun.
Yes, and I think women, we need that. We need to encourage each other and to help each other be more confident, because it's easy to get very shy as a woman, especially in business. And so it's really awesome that you offer these opportunities to grow and be more confident as a woman. And of course, you know, as being authors and all, I really was interested in the little thing about like being a co-author. So when you're doing your co-author books, you're talking about the book that is coming out, right? You're kind of contributing to a book. Do you do this every year or?
So this one was our first one, the Women of the World. That one was first edition. And so that was kind of dedicated to personal stories, mix of professional stories, like I said, immigration. So the next one we're working on, we do it every year. So the next one is to be released next March for the Women Empowerment Month 2022. And this one will be an international recipe and a storybook. So we're going to have a personal or professional story listed along with the recipe that kind of, encouraged it, or the recipe basically came from the story. So just to give you an example, I have a lady who does feng shui. So she's going to give a recipe that connects to that. And as a lady, she's using her grandmother's story, who actually used it during the Second World War, where they didn't have enough food, so she had to be creative in creating the recipe. So it will be very interesting, a very interesting edition. So I'm excited. It will be international as well.
So does it have to be true stories? Like if I make up a recipe from a planet that I made up, would that count?
Oh, that's an interesting question. I think that's a great idea. I think you should do that anyway, Fern. What a great idea that would be.
I love that.
For your banquet. That's brilliant.
I love it.
Yeah, we can all eat the alien food. Although I don't think I'm gonna get recipes from like the book that's coming out in July, because that banquet was a little bit frightening. That scene was like, poor Denithia, she went through some stuff, but I can come up with some fun recipes for like.
I love that. That's so interesting. I love that you mentioned it. I didn't even think about that.
Would it be okay? Would you accept it? Because that's why I don't go like with Chicken Soup for the Soul, because they have to be all true stories and
all true stories. Yeah. I think that could be an interesting angle to look at it and to have that. It's very creative. I didn't even think about that. That's cool.
It'd be fun. I don't know how I would do to come up with the recipe. I'd have to like try it to make sure that it was, edible.
I'd love to talk about that. I like that idea.
But we can make up, but then people wouldn't be able to really do it, because like if I made up, that you needed to have the meat of some particular animal that lives only on planet Jorn, then
or like a dragon egg.
Dragon eggs and ham.
Oh goodness! Oh my goodness! You guys are awesome.
I would have to put like, substitute chicken.
Here's the list of substitutions you can do for a dragon egg. If
you're living on Earth, these are the substitutes.
Yeah, I love that idea. And the fact that you're asking me that question tells me like I know who I'm talking to, the people who are in the author world, right? Yeah. That creative mind gets you thinking like, because I didn't even think about that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well, I don't often live in this world, my friend. I mostly live in the world that exists in here, to be honest. Which is
that and shuffleboard, of course.
Of course, shuffleboard. There's shuffleboard on Jorn. I'm just saying. And they do play with other color caps, not just blue and red. But anyway.
No, I love it. I hate that we have to wrap it up, but Elle, thank you so much for joining us tonight or today. You guys, don't forget tonight on Through the Eyes of Authors, the lovely Fern Brady is talking, and she's talking everything contract. So publishing company, if you're wanting to start one, just if you have your own business, you have to deal with contracts. Fern loves contracts. So she's talking the down nitty gritty of contracts, what you need to look for, things to include, what happens if you have to terminate, all these things that need to be in there. So make sure that you join us tonight. Elle, you are welcome to attend if you'd love at 7 p.m. Central Time. I was almost going to say Eastern. I don't know why. I got so many time zones going on in my head. But it's tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time. But you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today. So, Elle, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, guys. You're beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you. So, final first, I'm going to go with Russell. Russell, I'm going to take it to you.
Okay, first, please go to our YouTube channel and subscribe and push like and make a comment, because that will help us with our algorithms. And we would very much appreciate it if you would do that. And I think that, Elle, you're just awesome. You've read Tolstoy in Russian. I can't think of anything cooler in life. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you.
Well, I'm excited for tonight. I know it's a much anticipated class on contracts, and I am now super excited because I am totally thinking right now, I'm percolating on this recipe idea and the origins of it. Elle, I'm gonna have to join your organization so I could submit this story, my friend.
It's open for non-members too.
Oh, that's even better. No, but I will definitely join because I think your organization is awesome. I love the idea of you helping women and, women helping women, and empowering each other to succeed and networking and helping each other. I mean, I'm all about collaborating, and united, we can go further.
Yes.
So that is just awesome. Absolutely. And I'm technically Mexican, so I'm diverse.
Love.
You're diverse. Well, you guys have an awesome Monday. We'll see you tonight. Elle, thank you so much for taking the time. I know it's early there in California, so thank you so much for taking the time out to join us this morning. And see you guys. Yeah, go for it.
You guys, bye. And Fern would love to welcome you. And thank you so much. And thank you so much, everyone. You guys are beautiful. And I'll talk to you soon. I'd love to come to your class on Monday.
Awesome. I'll send you the link.
Cool.